Chapter 76. Mr. Blue turned to see how Nicholas handled this influx of customers. As the old Time Lord expected, Nicholas wasn't paying much attention to the sudden jump in business. He was busy, searching for someone. He appeared desperate. In fact, Mr. Blue was about to go ask him whom he was seeking so desperately, but Sully interrupted him.
"Look at the boats, old man."
"Sully, I know you used to be in the Navy."
"I was a Commodore,
Yes, I know. I'm a bit..."
Sully grabbed Mr. Blue's arm, wouldn't let him leave, kept him at the window, overlooking the bay.
"Just look at those boats in the harbor, damn you!"
The Time Lord in the cobalt suit sighed, turning his attention to the crowded harbor on the other side of Sycamore Downs. Schooners, trawlers, then he understood what Sully was so surprised about.
"But that's..."
Mr. Blue stared in disbelief.
"That's impossible."
Upon closer inspection, the bay was a collection of relics. A World War II torpedo boat, a Viking Draca, a Celto-Norse longship. There was ancient warships propelled by slave oars, right next to the Quinqueremes, which didn't exist until centuries later. In view was a 16th century galleon, right beside a Chinese junk from 400 AD. The retired Commodore pointed.
"That is a galley from the 1800s. That is a dreadnought, easily 150 years older, planted right next to the Felucia." "A Felucia, for God's sake, man!"
Mr. Blue shook his head.
"And Felucia is..."
"Arabic."
Sully shook his head.
"First in use sometime around, I don't know, the 3rd century."
The Time Lord nodded quietly.
"As in 200 AD."
Mr. Blue's eyes grew wide.
"I got it. Weird. Thank you so much."
He stormed off to the other side of the room, toward Nicholas. He never made it, as he was suddenly gripped by D3, trying to drag him out the door.
"What are you?"
D3 kept tugging, pulling, yanking the old Time Lord.
"He got my purse, that little bastard." "Who? Would you kindly..."
D3 shouted, pulling him along.
"That little kid right there. He's running for the harbor and he stole my purse. Would you stop dragging me?"
Mr. Blue removed her hand from his coat.
"Why is everyone so damn handsy all of a sudden? And since when did you have a purse?" "I've always had a purse."
The Time Lord straightened his tie, fixed his coat.
"I've never seen you carry a purse."
"Men," D3 sighed. "You never notice anything." She pushed her way through the crowd and ran out the door, in hot pursuit of the thief, toward the harbor. Sully walked up to Mr. Blue, beer in hand.
"What's she on about then?"
"Unfortunately, I think we shall have to find out."
The Time Lord grunted as he pushed toward the exit. His retired Commodore friend stood by, sipping his beverage, staring out at the boats.
"Well, come on,"
Mr. Blue shouted back at him.
"But I just..."
"Dawn is bound to get herself into some mischief. Now let's go."
Sully grumbled curses to himself before chugging the glass of ale, then forcing his way out the exit into the suddenly crowded Sycamore Downs.